Sculpting with layers. We can sculpt details on one or more sculpting layers. So to create layers, we're going to come up here and make sure that our layer tab is selected. So we're selecting our layer tab. We're going to come over here and create a new layer. And it will have, at this point, let me pull this out a little bit more here. So you can see where it has Sculpt Layer 1. I'm going to actually come in here and rename that. I'm going to call mine, say, Eyes. Okay, and I'll hit enter. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go and sculpt over here. Right, a couple of eyes. Now I'm going to go up and create another layer. I'll call this one, and it wants to name it by default Sculpt Layer 1. I'll call this one Nose. Okay, and I'll put a little nose in here. All right. Then I'll come and create one more layer, and I'll rename this one, and I'll call this Mouth. And I'll come in here and, alright, and I made objects on each layer. I can turn off any one of these by hitting the visibility button here. I can turn the eyes on and off. I could turn the nose on and off. I could turn the mouth on and off. So I could also lock things. So I can't change that layer as well. But I could also turn down the intensity. Right now the strength is at 100. I could switch that down to a lower intensity. And so it's like I'm fading this layer away down to 50%. I'll even go more. I'll go right down to 20%. You can see how I only get 20% of the sculpting showing. So this allows me to adjust the amount of sculpting per layer, or that it could fade in and out. Anytime I want it back to 100% strength, I just go back to 100. Now, this allows me then at any time, let's say I decide I don't want the nose, I can come in here and I can delete then this nose by coming up, and I can delete the nose altogether. That means everything I did on that layer is deleted. So if I had sculpted on my original sphere and I decided I didn't want that nose, I would have to go back and resculpt it so that it's back to a perfect sphere, which adds more complexity and work other than just deleting that sphere. So we will use layers all the time. So we'll create the layers and we'll turn the visibility on and off, and we'll set the strengths for anything we want to do. We might make layers for things like the pores of the skin, for the veins in the skin, for any scars of the skin, etc. as we go.